You're never gonna know that there are vegetables in this easy chocolate pudding. We're not using cornstarch, no cooking, and this is gonna be really delicious and super nutritious. We're gonna do that with a few key ingredients, one of which is chickpeas. These are gonna give us great nutrients. This is so simple. Everything's going in the blender. You don't need a special high power blender. A regular blender will do. Drain and rinse the chickpeas. You could save the aquafaba liquid that comes in the can of beans. Make a whipped meringue, a half a cup of chickpeas. And if you want, you can remove the chickpea skins, and that will make the pudding even creamier. You don't have to be so precise. You just get some of them off, that'll be fine. It's kind of meditative and relaxing. It's just kind of fun. They just pop right out. And if you make your chickpeas from scratch, you can go ahead and just cook your chickpeas longer so they'll be softer to begin with. Now we're going to go in with the chickpeas. We've got a Japanese sweet potato we're going to use. And oh my gosh, this is like, it's nice and yellow creamy on the inside and it's so sweet. So I'm going to use about 3/4 of a cup of the sweet potato. You could steam it, but roasting kind of brings out a little more of the sweetness. So I roasted it at about 400 degrees for, how long did I do? An hour, flipping halfway through. Let's get that in there. And then we have a sweetener, and I have dates again, but you could use maple syrup or date syrup or another kind of liquid sweetener if you want. Always check the inside of your dates, make sure they look good, and remove any pits. These have pits in them. If you buy pitted dates, you don't have to worry about that so much, but always check inside, because I have found, even when I bought pitted dates, on occasion there's a rogue pit in there. So that's about 3 dates. I might do one more. There we go. As always, a tiny pinch of salt. Actually, I might do a little more than a tiny pinch. Let's call it a 1/4 teaspoon. Cocoa powder. I have the Dutch processed cocoa powder that I normally use because I really do like the richness of the Dutch processed baking cocoa. It's smooth, super chocolatey. It's not as high in antioxidants as the cacao powder. So I'm going to do half and half this time. 1, 2, 3. A little bit more. I'm going to do a tablespoon or so of the almond butter, and you can use another nut butter. Just know it's going to change the flavor a little bit. If I had hazelnut butter, I would do that for like a Nutella kind of vibe. It's so good. I've done it before where I just put the roasted hazelnuts in, but I usually do that with my high-speed blender. I haven't done it with this blender before, so I don't want to risk there being, you know, chunks of hazelnut in there. Not that that might not be a bad thing, actually. All right, so I'm going to do maybe 1.5 tablespoons. We've got some vanilla. I really like pure vanilla powder. I ran out, so I'm going to use the vanilla extract, but I like the powder, especially in no-bake desserts. Vanilla here. Do about a teaspoon. Do a little less if you want. Do a little more if you want. Don't go too crazy, actually. And then we have some non-dairy milk. I'm using soy milk again, but you can use whatever non-dairy milk you like. And basically, I'm just going to do enough so that we can blend this to be a really smooth pudding texture. Half a cup. Let's see what happens here. I like the soy milk because it's just soybeans and water, this one that I get. And you can soften your dates also. That might be a good idea if you're not using a super high power blender. Okay, we're definitely going to need, that's another 1/4 cup. Oh, this is good. I might put a little bit of date syrup in here, and this is also going to give me a tiny bit more of liquid. So let's go for a tablespoon. All right, so let's try this again. I think we got it. Just trying to get it all to go to the bottom. Oh, I just thought of something. You could make this even richer by melting some chocolate and putting it in here, mixing it in there. I've been known to do something like that. So go ahead and taste it and make sure. That's good. So let's get this in a container. I think it's going to set up a little bit more in the refrigerator after a few hours. We're going to come back and do a taste test. So that is so amazing. Can you believe chickpeas and potato? Like, that's bananas. But there are no bananas in here. So let's taste. That is so good. I hope you'll try it and enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below when you do.